I'm Doc Moy from Sim2 Premier Philippines, and we are the official distributor of Sim Magic equipment here. And we are very happy to be part of the Philippine Drift Series here in R33. We brought in our simulators here for the spectators to try and to test out if they have the skills to do it using the virtual simulator setup for the R33 Drift Track. So come on over here at R33 Drift Track and test out our simulators here. Thank you.
All right, well, that was John Relucio. If you're not first, you're last. And he's not going to come first with that one. So, we did have issues with John Relucio just now. With regards to the amount of time that was allowed, and he should have had the opportunity to run against Miguel Dizon, but he didn't, so he set out on his run just now but has ended in the wall. So Miguel Dizon still continues. Sometimes when things bad happen, there's a silver lining. It gives you an opportunity to do something else, but if you try and force it, then you can't go ahead and hit a wall. So yeah, still in the same position, but now with empty pockets. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we're back on the live stream. We are. So a very good afternoon to all of you joining us at home, wherever you may be in the world, because live streams go across the world. It's crazy. It's the internet. The internet. You never been on the internet before? Okay. This is the Philippine Drift Series round number 2 happening at Philippine Arena in the Philippines, Manila. This event brought to you by Tomato Garage, Vital One Purified Drinking Water, JDM as Photography, Sim2, Sim Magic, No Fat, A Toy Customs, Aguila, Autoglass, RJ's Socials, our official mobility partner, Chevrolet, and our official hotel and accommodation partner, Go Hotels. Of course, Eco Energy, KYB, Evo, Platinum, Team Graffiti, SATA, and Sites. We're going to be moving back across to the right-hand side bracket. Lewis Peeble, I believe we need. Versus Shane Oliver. I believe that's where we left off. Lewis was up at the starting line. Very warm here in the Philippines. It says 41 degrees centigrade. I mean, that is for this little computer box here, but I think it's probably 45 degrees outside. After that crash just now, John Relicio actually able to drive his car away. Quite remarkable. These drift cars built different. All right, and we are back. This is Lewis Peeble right now in his solo run for the amateur bracket round number 2. Swinging it in hard to our first corner. Getting the inside line though, running over the cone. fluffs up the run. Maybe too much time waiting at the line. That means that Shane Oliver Judicana will move forward to battle out against Adele Amar in our top 4. Now all right, we're moving in to the left-hand side bracket, top 4. Miguel Dizon up on the line. That's right, Miguel Dizon going up against Enrique Go. All right, here we go. Miguel Dizon taking off from the line. Big entry. All the way around the outside of the track he goes. Or clips the cone. But good job. Big switch. Doing good here over the line on the limiter. Great job there from Miguel. All right, we're time to send it. Pio Balbuena. Car number 28, rather, Shane Olivia. Taking a good line around the outside. Very confident display here. Doing a great job of just getting the back end of the car over that line on transition. Smoking the tyres in Belacaente Safiro. Very good work there from Shane Oliver. Battle lined up for the Philippine Drift Series Round number 2 amateur bracket. Miguel Dizon R33 Drift Academy versus Shane Oliver Judicana, the Wheelman Raceworks. Philippines Arena. This is the Philippine Drift Series Round number 2 amateur bracket. We're now in the final battle of the amateur bracket for today. R33 Drift Academy's Miguel Dizon versus Shane Oliver Judicana from the Wheelman Raceworks. Right now, the track, we're trying to clear it out. Shane was ranked number 2, Miguel ranked number 9, so Shane, being the higher qualifier, will start the run. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back on the live stream and here in the Philippine Arena right now, it is Shane Oliver. And he is whipping that Bella Cañete Nissan Safiro very hard, all the way to the edge of the track, clipping that cone. Getting to the extremities once again after the switchback, all the way to the edge, knocking over the final cone there. Doing a great job of filling out the zones, all 3 zones filled out. Really a great example of what you can do with a low-ish powered Safiro. Right now, we have his competitor in the final. It is R33 Drift Academy, Miguel Dizon. Miguel is pulling away from the line. This guy also very good on this track today. Let's see what this initiation's like. It's smooth, but some steering correction. Off the track, a bit too deep. That's definitely going to cause some problems for him. Point deductions, 2 wheels off, I believe. 5 points removed from his scores. That might make a difference to the final scores and to who has got gold and who's got silver here at the Philippine Drift Series Round number 2 amateur bracket. So we'll find out officially later on in the prize giving ceremony. But right now we're going to move to Philippine Drift Series Round number 2 Pro 2 bracket. And our drivers doing a great job of lining up. Richard Cheng right now versus Abdullah Isaacs. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to start our drift battles. This is where the heat really gets turned up. Not that it's not already hot here in Manila. 2 cars side by side on our R102 Philippine Drift Series starting banner. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Drift tandem in the lead, right hand side, Richard Cheng, and he's being chased into our first corner by Abdullah Isaacs, but Abdullah getting left in the dust. Right now, Richard Cheng in the lead. Abdullah unable to deal with the pressure. Richard Cheng pulls away, winning that lead run. And now, will Richard trust Abdullah Isaacs enough in chase to stay super close? Also, Abdullah Isaacs with some damage to the rear end of that Nissan Safiro. Won't be able to touch the car unless they call for it first. Thank you to Monster Energy for supplying the energy. Right hand side bracket, rather lane, right hand side lane, excuse me. Abdullah Isaacs in the white Nissan Safiro, left hand side, right hand side of the screen. Richard Cheng, black 240SX, as they both switch into the first corner. Quite some distance between the two of them, but here we go. Richard Cheng starts to claw back proximity as they go around the switchback. Abdullah Isaacs aborts run, leaving Richard Cheng to be the victor. Abdullah making a clear decision to exit the track and save any potential damage. And now it's time to call time for our race director. So calling time. And we are back on the live stream. Up at the starting line. Chester Yao and Alex Leitz. This event brought to you by Tomato Garage, Vital One Purified Drinking Water, JDM as photography, all right, so this is Seb Harris versus 30 Yapo. Chester Yao in, Alex Leitz out. So Seb Harris, car number 7, versus 30 Yapo in the S14, left-hand side lane. Judges are ready rather, track is ready. All right, here they come. Seb Harris in the lead in the purple Safiro. 30 Yapo with a shallower line trying to get proximity, but it looks like he's too far behind to make a difference on this very short track. Seb Harris with a good line. Pulls away, gets over the finish. Now back up at the line, car number 18, 30 Yapo. On the left-hand side of your screen, the right-hand lane to take the lead. And he's going to be chased down by Seb Harris, car number 32. Milky diamonds. Aren't diamonds supposed to be clear? Very nice looking Nissan Safiro. Very basic. A good drop, I think that's what's making that Nissan Safiro look nice. And I can't really tell out here, but it looks like a D-Max body kit. .30 to take the lead. Oh, not D-Max, but oh, problems and understeer. Oh, might hit the edge, just keeps it together, does Seb Harris. But this looks like 30 Yapo's run. Seb on the inside line. Trying to get things nice and tight, a little bit too late, however. That's right, got nice and close towards the end of that battle. But at the beginning, Seb Harris made some understeering mistakes and went a bit too far outside of the track. 30 Yapo losing an S14 rear bumper. Our track staff just throwing it off the edge of the track there. 30 can claim that back later. S14 parts quite expensive. Safiro not so much. It's very warm here in Manila. That's right, and 30 Yapo moves forward to battle it out against JCD. And now we have Marcus Boban versus Lloyd Rivera. Our next battle in the top 16. Whoever wins this moves on to fight it out against Ariane Sisson. Right now, Marcus Boban in the lead. Lloyd Rivera in that slightly beat up R32. Staying close, but a darts outside. Takes the inside line. Maybe that car has some steering issues. But Marcus Boban keeps on going. Keeps it together. Ignores whatever's happening in his rearview mirror. Marcus Boban also making mistakes there. Lloyd Rivera definitely getting a 0 for that performance, but if you were watching him, you missed Marcus make a mistake and also catch a 0. So now, this could be a little bit dangerous with Lloyd Rivera in the lead, Marcus Boban to chase. Is Lloyd going to be able to get this R32 to do what he wants it to do? Keep your eyes peeled. Oh, no, understeering again. And that 0 would be caused by Lloyd Rivera. Marcus Boban just has to complete this lap and he will be moving forward. Looks like Marcus Boban moves forward to battle it out against Ariane Sisson. Right now, we're going to move to the left-hand side of our top 8 in our Pro 2 bracket. Bella Cayente versus Richard Cheng. We're going to hit a quick commercial break on the live stream, so we'll be back in just a minute, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, nandito tayo sa no-flat natin. Siyempre, yung kaibigan natin si Big Boy. Kakabitan natin ang G-Wagon niya kasi marami nagtatanong pang EV lang ba to? Ang sagot, hindi. Kahit ikaw ay naka-supercar, kakabitan natin ng no-flat. Biggs, bakit mo gusto pakabitan yung G-Wagon mo na no-flat?
Alam mo sa totoo lang, pinakatakot ako sa lahat. Ma-flat. Eksakto, Talagang nandyan ang no flat, tinayo mo. Sabi ko, nako, si Atoy pa nagtayo, barkada. So, sabi ko kasi sa'yo, kailangan mauna ako, ha?
Hi, I'm Doc Moy from Sim2 Premier Philippines, and we are the official distributor of Sim Magic equipment here. And we are very happy to be part of the Philippine Drift Series here in R33. We brought in our simulators here for the spectators to try and to test out if they have the skills to do it using the virtual simulator setup for the R33 Drift Track. So come on over here at R33 Drift Track and test out our simulators here. Thank you.
Guys, nandito tayo sa no flat natin. Siyempre, yung kaibigan natin si Big Boy. Kakabitan natin ang G-Wagon niya kasi marami nagtatanong pang EV lang ba to? Ang sagot, hindi. Kahit ikaw ay naka-supercar, kakabitan natin ng no flat. Biggs, bakit mo gusto pakabitan yung G-Wagon mo na no flat?
Alam mo, sa totoo lang, pinakatakot ako sa lahat. Ma-flat. Eksakto. Talagang nandyan ang no flat, tinayo mo. Sabi ko, nako, si Atoy pa nagtayo, barkada. So, sabi ko kasi sa'yo, kailangan mauna ako, ha?
I'm Doc Moy from Sim2 Premier Philippines, and we are the official distributor of Sim Magic equipment here. And we are very happy to be part of the Philippine Drift Series here in R33. We brought in our simulators here for the spectators to try and to test out if they have the skills to do it using the virtual simulator setup for the R33 Drift Track. So come on over here at R33 Drift Track and test out our simulators here. Thank you.
Guys, nandito tayo sa no flat natin. Siyempre, yung kaibigan natin si Big Boy. Kakabitan natin ang G-Wagon niya kasi marami nagtatanong pang-EV lang ba to? Ang sagot, hindi. Kahit ikaw ay naka-supercar, kakabitan natin ng no flat. Biggs, bakit mo gusto pakabitan yung G-Wagon mo na no flat?
Alam mo sa totoo lang, pinakatakot ako sa lahat. Maplat. Eksakto. Talagang nandyan ang no flat, tinayo mo. Sabi ko, nako, si Atoy pa nagtayo, barkada. So, sabi ko ka sa'yo, kailangan mauna ako, ha?
Hi, I'm Doc Moy from Sim2 Premier Philippines, and we are the official distributor of Sim Magic equipment here. And we are very happy to be part of the Philippine Drift Series here in R33. We brought in our simulators here for the spectators to try and to test out if they have the skills to do it using the virtual simulator setup for the R33 Drift Track. So come on over here at R33 Drift Track and test out our simulators here. Thank you.
Guys, nandito tayo sa no flat natin. Siyempre, yung kaibigan natin si Big Boy. Kakabitan natin ang G-Wagon niya kasi marami nagtatanong pang EV lang ba to? Ang sagot, hindi. Kahit ikaw ay naka-supercar, kakabitan natin ng no flat. Biggs, bakit mo gusto pakabitan yung G-Wagon mo na no flat?
Alam mo sa totoo lang, pinakatakot ako sa lahat. Ma-flat. Eksakto. Talagang nandyan ang no flat, tinayo mo. Sabi ko, nako, si Atoy pa nagtayo, barkada. So, sabi ko ka sa'yo, kailangan mauna ako, ha?
Hi, I'm Doc Moy from Sim2 Premier Philippines, and we are the official distributor of SimMagic equipment here. And we are very happy to be part of the Philippine Drift Series here in R33. We brought in our simulators here for the spectators to try and to test out if they have the skills to do it using the virtual simulator setup for the R33 drift track. So come on over here at R33 drift track and test out our simulators here. Thank you.
Car out on the track, but not her. But it appears that she's just been waiting for her opportunity to get out there and show us what she can do. All right, Richard out in the front with a good line. A little bit over the edge there, but Bella chasing with him. Richard going a little bit too hot to handle. And he's going out all over the track, feeling the pressure of the chase from Bella. Pressure cracking Richard's eggs. Next up, is Chester Yao versus Miguel Dizon. So that is what's coming up for you next. We're also going to be getting ready for JCD and 30 Yapo. And then it'll be Ariane Sisson versus Marcus Bowman. In our top 8 here in the Pro 2 brackets for the Philippine Drift Series Round number 2, right here at the Philippine Arena. Waiting for our drivers to arrive at the starting line. We need to get Miguel Dizon to the start. Miguel Dizon and Chester Yao, please. This event brought to you by Tomato Garage, Vital One Purified Drinking Water, JDM as Photography, Sim 2 Sim Magic, No Flat a Toy Customs, Aguila Auto Glass, RJ's Social. Official mobility partner is of course Chevrolet. Check out their booth. And our official hotel and accommodation partner is Go Hotels. Judges are ready. Track is green. Miguel Dizon versus Chester Yao. Very close action here. Car number 15 is Miguel leading the way. Staying within the limits was Miguel Dizon. Now Chester jumps in front. Chester Yao in the lead right-hand side lane, and he's going to be followed by Miguel in the white S15, who makes a mistake on entry, leaving Chester Yao to run away with it and take that outside line. It looks like Miguel Dizon making mistakes on that transition. Cone clip by Chester Yao, but that might be all he needs in lead. That is right. Chester Yao moves forward to battle it out against Bella Cayente in the top four. Right now waiting for JCD to warm up his tyres. Rank number 2. So he's going to be leading the way against 30 Yapo, who was ranked number 10. JCD with a trumpet of a 350Z. Rocket Bunny kit, looking nice and fat. Got to drop it down low though. It's drift height. We need to get it stance height. And we're waiting for 30 Yapo, rank number 10, car number 18, to turn up in the S14. I can hear him moving. I can see him now. Just warming up behind the line. And he joins JCD. JCD to lead the way. 30 to chase. The judges are ready. Track is green. Everyone here at the Philippine Arena is ready. Here they come. 350Z in the lead. Smoking the tires earlier on. Nice and smoothly does it. Keeping the car within the track limits. 30 taking the inside line. But not enough momentum to keep moving. Causing himself some problems around the switchback. So JCD looks like he might have run away with that. Now 30 Yapo to take the lead. JCD to chase him. JC with less pressure on his shoulders. As 30 made a mistake. Can JC get further down the track? We'll find out. Second half of this bout between 30 Yapo, who's currently in the lead, opens up angle early. JCD chasing, cutting down that distance between them. Good transition here. Can hear the trumpets blowing from the back of JCD's car. 30 Yappa with a good lead run. But JCD holds it together. Based on lead to lead and chase to chase, I believe JCD has got it. That's right. Ariane Sisson versus Marcus Boban next up at our starting line here in our Pro 2 bracket. Ariane just warming up before our starting line. Eco Energy, KYB Evo Platinum, Team Graffiti, SATA, Sights and Sights. Brought to you by R102 Productions. Ariane Sisson now up at the starting line. Ariane now being joined by Marcus Boban. No warming up of the tyres, straight to it. In chase position is Marcus. Here they come. Down the straight first into second. Initiation. Marcus on the left foot brake, trying to get close. Clips a cone. But Ariane taking the inside line. Marcus following suit. Good switch, but Marcus like a car in distance behind. So is Marcus going to be able to do a better run? Is Ariane Sisson going to stick closer to Marcus? This is a tight track. It's going to be hard work, but not impossible. Marcus Boban in the yellow car, right-hand side to lead the way. Ariane Sisson to chase. Away they go. Oh, almost contact. Oh, yes, Ariane making some mistakes there. But it's before the start of the initiation, so she's able to claw back proximity. Taking the inside line there on Marcus Boban, almost on the rear door. Having to leave some space and switch. But great job there from Ariane. I'm not sure how our judges will see that. That was a tricky one. I think they were very close to each other along that straight leading up into our first corner. And that caused some problems for Ariane Sisson. Marcus Boban moves forward to battle it out with JCD. So Marcus Boban will be battling JCD in our top four. Indeed, our semi-final round. We're going to wait for our drivers to get ready. Bella Caniente, rank number 1, will be leading the way. Chester Yao, rank number 5 to chase. He'll be in the left-hand side lane. Semi-final round here in Pro 2 bracket of the Philippine Drift Series Round number 2. Both drivers having more than enough time to be able to get to the line right now, but they're taking it easy, not in a rush. Pro 2 class semi-finals at the Philippine Drift Series here at the Philippine Arena in Manila. Nice warm weather this afternoon. Or this evening, I should say. It's now just gone past 4 p.m., 10 past 4, 11 past 4. Looking for Bella Caliente and Chester Yao to hit the start line. We're going to get our first run sorted out. Chester Yao, Bella Caliente. This event brought to you by Tomato Garage, Vital One Purified Drinking Water, JDM as Photography, Sim 2, Sim Magic, No Flat Toy Customs, Aguela, Autoglass, RJ Social, and our official mobility partner is of course Chevrolet, and our official hotel and accommodation partner is Go Hotels. We're waiting for Chester Yao. S14 Chester to chase. Bella Caliente to lead the way. Chester Yao, S14 to chase. Just now we saw JCD make an appearance a little bit too soon. There we go. Now we can see Chester Yao turning up. Judges are ready. Track is green. Here comes Bella Caliente and Chester Yao. Bella in the lead in the pink Safiro. Both opening up a good deal of angle. Chester trying to sit there on the inside line to get proximity. He manages to get it, gets a bit too close, but just swings nicely enough to pass the back of Bella Caliente's car, and does a great job around that final flick transition. Going to check out a quick replay on the live stream. Both of our drivers running out of the start gate at the same time. Chester wasting no time to get into drift behind Bella. Bella taking a nice line all the way along the outside, but gets a couple of wheels off the track, I believe. Dips into our second outer zone. Look at that, just enough space left between the two cars. Chester Yao just as far back as he needed to be to let Bella do that transition. Now Chester Yao in the lead position. Car number 8 versus car number 29, Bella Caliente. Caliente. Chester pulls away. Bella sticks right to him like super glue, right there on the back, but drops off an initiation. Chester looking very good. Also off the track, Bella a little bit deeper as well as they swing right in front of our headquarters booth. Great proximity there from Bella. Very good work. That was very, very close. Hard to call it. Very, very close according to our judges. Bella with a great performance, but Chester Yao just winning a few points in it. But Chester moves forward into our final. JCD and Marcus Boban, the next two drivers up to our start line. JCD in the right-hand side lane, ready to roll in the lead. Marcus Boban to chase in the yellow A86. Drift Mob versus Autocraft. JCD a car's length ahead of Marcus as they switch into our transition. Much better angle and positioning from JCD. Marcus Boban getting left in the dust, looking to make his own line. Marcus doing his own line as opposed to sticking to JCD like super glue. That's what you got to do in chase. But let's see what Marcus is able to do in his lead run. Is JCD gonna stick to him? We're about to find out. Here comes Marcus Boban. Oh, bit of a jump. Once again, Philippine Drift Series round number 2, Pro 2 bracket. Marcus Boban in the yellow, 8086 to lead the way. JCD 350Z to chase. But right now I think Marcus Boban calls a 5 minute. A 5 minute break to fix the car. Something is wrong with Drift Mob Marcus Boban's A86. Maybe it's just too hot. Calling it down. Getting the car cooled down right now at the Philippine Drift Series round number 2. Brought to you by Tomato Garage, Vital One Purified Drinking Water, JDM as Photography, Sim 2, Sim Magic, No Flat, Toy Customs, Aguila, Auto Glass, RJ Social, and of course our official mobility partner, Chevrolet. Do check them out if you get the opportunity. There's a booth with all 3 of the Chevrolets on display, and of course our official hotel and accommodation partner is Go Hotels. If you see Monster around, go grab a Monster Energy. But here comes Marcus Boban and JCD. Marcus Boban's car nice and cool now. JC trying to jump in on Marcus Boban, but Marcus Boban keeps him at bay and gets all the way to the outside of the track, smacks the cone. JCD waiting to do that transition, gets to the inside, but not in super close proximity. Who did enough to impress our judges? We're going to find out. Only way to know is to wait for the result. It's going to be a one more time battle between JCD and Marcus Boban. So right now, both of the drivers have the opportunity to change tyres, check out their car before jumping back into battle. It's a short track, so maybe their tyres are still good. Fantastic work. JCD back out in front in this one more time battle. This is the entry to the finals at our Pro 2 class. JCD in the lead. Marcus Boban locks up on entry. JCD clips some cones, but remains drifting. Marcus Boban getting it wide and deep, but it may be too little too late, as he might have already zeroed on the way into corner number 1. Now, Marcus Boban to take the lead in the yellow car in the right-hand side. JCD to chase. Marcus Boban's mechanics definitely having a look at their car. Something is up. Not sure what it is exactly. Marcus back up to the line. Now in lead position. Judges are ready, but the track is red. Okay, track is now good to go. Here we go. Pro 2 class semi-finals. The last battle before we move into the final. Who's going to move forward to battle it out with Chester Yao? Will it be JCD or Marcus Boban? Marcus Boban to lead the way. AE86 versus 350Z from JCD. Salika, I've been saying that the whole day. Marcus launches and lurches ahead of JCD. JC also making the similar mistake to Marcus in their previous matchup on entry to corner 1. Marcus and JC both with a good, albeit inside line around our second corner in the transition. Very similar to their first half. So our judges now gonna have to make a call. Waiting for our judges to come up with a conclusion. Eco Energy, KYB, Evo Performance Helmets, Platinum Ultimate Racing Performance, Team Graffiti, SATA, and Sight and Sight. The winner moving forward, JCD. JCD does in fact move forward. And he moves forward to battle it out with Chester Yao in the final for the Philippine Drift Series round number 2. So we're going to get our pro category ready. Not to jump the gun. But we need Jacob Shand, Marcus Boban. He'll be back in it to win it in the pro class. Odell Cison, Leo Lee, Chester Yao, who we just are going to be watching here in the pro 2 class. And he's going to be up against Abdullah Isaac, Budi Dabasol, and 30 Yapo. All need to get ready in the left-hand side bracket of our pro category. And on the right-hand side, Dane Cruz versus Seb Harris, Ariane Cison versus Alex Litz, Ashley Cison versus Richard Cheng, Gab Yuzon versus Lloyd Rivera. But right now, it's Chester Yao versus JCD. Chester Yao ranked number 5 versus JCD ranked number 2. JCD will take the lead. Chester Yao to chase. These guys are going to take a couple minutes just to change wheels, get some new tyres for competition. We'll be right back with more live stream action in just a minute. We're just waiting for our drivers to get up for our final battle in Pro 2.
everyone. Oh, a place for everyone. Oh, a place for everyone. Oh, a place for everyone.
Guys, nandito tayo sa no flat natin. Siyempre, yung kaibigan natin si Big Boy. Kakabitan natin ang G-Wagon niya kasi marami nagtatanong pang-EV lang ba to? Ang sagot, hindi. Kahit ikaw ay naka-supercar, kakabitan natin ng no flat. Biggs, bakit mo gusto pakabitan yung G-Wagon mo na no flat?
Alam mo sa totoo lang, pinakatakot ako sa lahat. Maplat. Eksakto. Talagang nandyan ang no flat, tinayo mo. Sabi ko, nako, si Atoy pa nagtayo, barkada. So, sabi ko kasi sa'yo, kailangan mauna ako, ha?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the Philippine Drift Series. Right now, it's the final of our Pro 2 bracket. Chester, Yao, and JCD. JCD in the 350Z in lead position. Chester Yao, S14 to chase. Here they come, 350Z. JCD in lead. Chester Yao with very close proximity, but exits the track. Understeering around there in the first corner. Very lucky he didn't go and meet the wall, but that means JCD has won the lead run in this matchup. That is unfortunate. And now Chester in the lead position. S14 to take the right-hand lane and the first entry into the corner. JCD to chase him in the 350Z. Judges are ready. Track is green. Pulling away. Chester Yao. Several cars lengths between himself and JCD. JCD almost a turn behind on this very short track, doing his best to claw back proximity, and he does so on the third and final corner, but too much distance between them quite possibly. But we will not announce the winner. We'll let you guys know who won later on the podium. That's right, now it's time for the Philippine Drift Series Round number 2 Pro Bracket. We're going to be having Jacob Shand versus Marcus Boban, our first left-hand side bracket. Then it's going to be Odell Sison versus Leo Lee, car number 9 versus car number 17. Then it will be ranked 13 versus ranked 20, car number 8 Chester Yao, we just saw him, versus car number 38 Abdul Isaac. Then it's going to be car number 5 Budi Dabasol versus car number 18 30 Yapo. In the left-hand side bracket of our top 24 here at the Pro Philippine Drift Series rounds. On the right-hand side, it's going to be R33 Drift Mechanics Dane Cruz versus the Wheelman Raceworks Seb Harris. Then Autocraft Drift Team Ariane Sison versus Double Shucker Drift Alex Litz. Autocraft Drift Team, Ashley Season then versus Drift Mob Richard Chang. And last but not least is R33 Drift Academy versus Autocraft Drift Team Lloyd Rivera. That is what your top 24 looks like. It's going to be top 24 whittled down to top 16 to top 8, and then of course our semi-finals approaching very shortly after that. Jacob Shand, car number 30. Earlier on we saw Jacob in this car doing a great job out on the track, finally finding a car that he's comfortable with. Seen him out on the tracks before, and he's not been comfortable in the car, but this time I think he's got a much better chance, and he's going to be up against Marcus Boban. Marcus having the opportunity to drive on our very short track several times today. But who is this in the background? Car number 7. JCD in the background. All right, so Marcus Boban in the yellow Celica coming up to the line. All right. That's right, make sure the Fortuna gets removed. But here we go. Jacob Shand versus Marcus Boban. Jacob in the lead position in the S14. Good switch transition. Marcus doing his best to stick to him. Stays very, very close and starts to gain back proximity as they go around our second outer zone. Look at this transition. Good job. Marcus getting slightly lost there as they switch directions. But Jacob with a great lead run there, hitting all the clips that he needs to hit. And Marcus Boban. That's right, awesome battle, but Marcus maybe not as close as he needed to be, but we're going to see what happens as they switch things up in the second half of this matchup. Marcus Boban in the yellow Celica. Who would call that an AE86? Not me. Versus Jacob Shand in the Wheelman Raceworks S14 streetcar. Jacob really sticking super close to Marcus. But Marcus starting to pull away as they go and dip down into our second outer zone. But look at this, how close Jacob is. This is the best bit of proximity we've seen all day around our third and final corner. We have a winner. Jacob Shand moves forward to battle it out. Jacob will be battling it out against Marcus Boban. And next up, we're going to see Odell Sison versus Leo Lee. The winner of this moves forward to fight Luca Liu in our top 16. So right now we need Odell Sison. I think Odell will be in JCD's 350Z. Leo Lee, yet to be seen. Odell Cison in the 350Z. So this will be a bye run. Leo Lee not able to come out. Odell getting the opportunity to show off some skills here. Nice and tight all the way to the edge of the track limits. Great control, smoking things up in that 350Z. 1JZ Turbo, very nice. I think it's a great compliment for a 350Z. JZ engine with a turbo. A very good handling car. Great chassis. So Odell moves forward to face Luca Liu, but Luca, I'm not sure, is going to be able to come out either. But yes, that's correct. Chester Yao versus Abdullah Isaac. Okay, race director calls time. We got to get members of the public away from the barriers at the back there where it says Aguilia. You guys aren't going to know what that is. But where it says illest on the flag, you've got to get all of the people away from there because that is in direct line from a drift missile hitting you guys. So we're going to clear out the people first. Chester Yao yet to turn up to the line. I believe we have Abdullah Isaac in the white Zafiro, ready and waiting. Autocraft Drift Team Zafiro. Very complicated welding on that intercooler. Chester Yao, we saw him just now at the back end of our Pro 2 round. Just asking our spectators to clear one of the areas that's in the line of sight of our drivers if things go wrong. And we need to call for Chester Yao to get up to the line. His competitor is ready to roll. Abdullah Isaac already up at the line. We should potentially call for 2 minutes. Let's see what happens, but generally we call for 2 minutes. Abdullah Isaac is up at the line already. Oh, and as I pull up that threat, Chester Yao appears. Judges are ready. Marshals are now ready. Chester Yao in the lead, leaving Abdullah Isaac in the lurch as they go around our second outer zone. But Chester throwing a bit too much angle in it. Or was it okay? I think that was okay. It was chaseable, it was just very difficult. But Abdullah Isaac not able to chase with proximity. Now we're going to see the switch up. Abdullah Isaac's going to be in the lead. Chester Yao to chase this time. Zafiro versus S14. Marshall's just putting back the cone, the final cone that just got clipped. Judges are ready. Track is good to go. Abdullah Isaac rolling out in the lead, right-hand side lane, swings it about. Chester Yao on the inside, oh, just skims past the nose. But that was close. Abdullah Isaac's causing himself a big problem and affecting Chester Yao's run. So Chester should effectively move forward. That's right, Booty Dabasol. The Wheelman Race Works versus 30 Apo. 30 Apo, we just saw him in our Pro 2 category. Booty Dabasol. Haven't seen him out on the track for quite a while. Saw him this morning in qualification runs. But there he is in that RX-7. One of the only FCs in competition. Booty Dabasol in the lead, launches, leaving 30 Yapo in the lurch. 30 going to have to do a lot of work on this short track to gain back proximity. Booty looking great with those awesome silver retro 90s stickers. Whips over the finish line. Great job there from Booty. Straight out the gate. All the way to the end, in the lead. No proximity from 30 Apo. But now let's see what 30 is able to do in a lead position. Is Booty going to be all over that Booty? I'm not sure. We'll find out in just a second. That's right, OG versus Young Blood. Booty Dabasol going to be chasing the booty of 30 Apo. We're going to check out a replay on the live stream. If nothing else, to watch Booty Dabasol and that beautiful livery lighten up in the evening sun. We're going to check just the start. We want to see if Booty did a bit of a jump. Here they come in the replay. All right. 30 Yapo in the lead position. Booty Dabasol to chase. Judges are ready. Track is green. Here we go. 30 Yapo in the lead. Booty much closer in proximity. Tries to dive into the rear wheel. Sticks to him as 30 opens up the gas and slides around our first and second corners. Good transition there. Oh, and beautiful control there from Booty as 30 Yapo spins. Oh, Booty just keeping his FC clean. I've got to get these stickers in my car. So cool. So cool. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm stealing your livery, Booty. I think Booty's car was blinding 30 from behind. Getting in that rear view mirror. Now we're going to move forward to the right-hand side of our bracket. Dane Cruz, R33, Sullen Drift Mechanic versus Seb Harris. It's going to be an interesting matchup in the right-hand side bracket. Here in the pro bracket for the Philippine Drift Series round number 2. Our drivers taking their time to get to the line. That's right, we're also going to get ready. Ariane Sison, Autocraft Drift Team versus Double Shucker Drift. Alex Litz, so please get ready to come to the line. Also, Autocraft Drift Team, Ashley Sison versus Drift Mob, Richard Cheng. Please get to the line. R33 Drift Academy Drift, Gab Yuzon. Please get to the line. Autocraft Drift Team, Lloyd Rivera. Please be ready and up at the line. But right now, Dane Cruz, Seb Harris, where are you? We require you to throw down. I think I see Dane moving, warming up the tires. Looking for Seb Harris right now. He's got 2 minutes to get to the line. Dane Cruz has arrived. 2 minutes to get to the starting line. They're the rules. Yeah, I'd like to see Seb Harris out on track again. Very clean Safiro. Be nice to view that from a few different angles. Thank you very much. All right, I'm not sure if we started the timer for Seb Harris, but I believe 30 seconds, my goodness. Not much time. So Ariane Sison, I think she needs to turn up for a bye run. Alex Leeds unable to progress, I think. Or maybe it's Ashley Sison. I'm not sure who is not able to make it. And look at that, just in the nick of time, Seb Harris. And here we go. Dane Cruz launches in. Seb Harris in the chase, but starts to understeer around our transition from second. Oh, but look at that, the angle, and more understeering from Seb Harris. Dana Cruz with a much better run overall. Yeah, Dane with a good run, keeping angle. Seb Harris understeering from first to second. Yeah, here we can see issues from Seb. Not straightening, just starting to understeer a bit, shallowing out the drift, but here understeers in the third and final corner. All right, judges are ready. Let's see the second half of this matchup. Seb Harris in the lead. Dane Cruz to chase in that S15. All right. Our marshal with a check of the bonnet. Dane Cruz to chase. Seb Harris, Nissan Safiro to lead the way. All right, last minute checks, no touching allowed. All right, here they come. Seb Harris in the lead. Dane Cruz staying very close, jumping in, keeping great proximity. Seb with a nice lead run as well, very smooth on the inside, but straightens up. Staying a bit too close to the fire. So Seb Harris with a good lead, but at the end, maybe getting a 0, he did not finish. We're going to check out a replay and find out exactly what went on and where, but I think Seb Harris didn't make it over the line in pure drift fashion, so he might be penalised. All right, smooth moves around here. Good switch, but then Seb waving his hands, straightens up just before the line. Oh no, that is a dastardly mistake. Ashley Sisong in the lead position. Richard Cheng in the chase as they come out of the gate for round number 1 in this battle. Ashley out in front. Richard trying to keep proximity with a confident performance, but Ashley running away with it over the line, not able to get the gap closed. Gonna check out a replay here. Got a replay on the live stream. Ashley Sisson in the lead. Richard to chase. Richard going wide there, and it took the gas out of him. So it took a long time for him to get back and on the inside line to claw back that proximity. But he might have caused himself 0 points by not getting the car in the right angle for initiation early. Ashley might not have initiated in time. Time for run number 2. Richard in the lead. Ashley understeering. And understeering again from Richard. It's getting messy out there. Inside line. Cutting corners like it's a Gymkhana event. All right. I think that Richard Cheng is moving forward to battle it out against John Boban. And Ariane Sisson from the battle before. No Alex Leitz, so Ariane moves forward to fight against Jay Lazaga. And our next race matchup is between Gab Yuzon, but he's retired. So Lloyd will move forward to battle JCD. We need Mark Bernardo and Jacob Shand, Luca Liu and Odell Sisson, Daniel Miranda and Chester Yao, Bella Kayante and Budi Dabasol. Those are our top 16 in the left-hand side brackets. Then we've got Dane Cruz versus Isaac Reyes, Jay Lazaga and Ariane Sisson, John Boban versus Richard Cheng, JCD versus Lloyd Rivera. But Lloyd has to get to the line now and do a buy run just to prove that his car works. This event brought to you by Tomato Garage, Vital One Purified Drinking Water, JDM As Photography, Sim2, Sim Magic, No Flat at Toy Customs, Aguila Auto Glass, RJ Social, And our official mobility partner is Chevrolet. Official hotel and accommodation partner is Go Hotels. Now Lloyd Rivera up at the line with that big V8 E36. We're looking for Lloyd Rivera, not sharing the car there. We need Lloyd Rivera to the starting line right now. He needs to do his bye run. Oh. I see. So JCD, alone in the top 16, will need to do his bye run to move straight into the top 8. Thank you for that intel. So JCD, our first competitor in the top 8 by default, and we need Jacob Shand and Mark Bernardo up to the start line. It's your time to shine. Also going to get Luca Louis and Odell Sisong. Please be ready up at the line. Daniel Miranda and Chester Yao. We need you up at the line as well. And Bella Caliente and Budi Dabasol. Get to the line. We need you ASAP. And thank you very much to Monster Energy for keeping us energized. This event once again brought to you by Tomato Garage, Vital One Purified Drinking Water, JDM As Photography, Sim2, Sim Magic, No Flat, A Toy Customs, Aguela Autoglass, RJ Social. Official mobility partner for this event is Chevrolet Philippines. Official hotel accommodation partner is Go Hotels, Manila Airport Road, Amita Manila, and North Odessa, Quezon City. And of course, not forgetting Eco, Energy, KYB, Evo, Performance Helmets, Platform Ultimate Racing Performance, Team Graffiti, SATA, Sights and Sights. And once again, Mark Bernardo in the Magic Paint Safira. I think I can see him in the background, edging his way forward. And I can see Jacob Shand up at the line right now. We're about to begin. Mark Bernardo throwing in a sneaky little tyre warming session just before the line. Really making sure his tyres are warm, as if the temperature here in the Philippines is not warm enough. Judges are ready, track is ready, here they come. Mark Bernardo in the lead, Jacob Shand to chase. Mark Bernardo in the lead right now, but Jacob diving in right on that rear wheel, but straightening up somewhat, it looks like. Mark Bernardo with a good line still. Jacob getting a bit too close there. Mark Bernardo with a great line. Jacob not able to match the angle of the dangle. Proximity, but no drift. Jacob Shand with good proximity, but not at that angle that all of our judges are looking for. And now they come back out again. but small black cars with holographic silver stickers. We've got a marshal on the track putting back cones in the correct position. All right, Jacob Shand, S14. Let's see what he's able to do in lead position. Chase not perfect by any means, scoring 0. Mark Bernardo with a very confident lead run. What's he going to look like in chase? Last couple of runs here before we find out who is going to be our winner. This is our first matchup in the top 16. Mark Bernardo versus Jacob Shand. Second half of the battle. All right, some issues here, I think. So we're going to see what is needed by Mark right now. Is he going to go for 5 minutes? Or that was enough? All right, judges are ready. Here they come. Jacob Shand in lead position. Initiation fast. Mark Bernardo on the inside. Jacob pushed to the outside, eating those cones. But look at Mark Bernardo with that proximity. This is the closest we've seen anyone get all day long. Mark with a great switch transition, giving just the right amount of space to get back onto that rear wheel. Mark Bernardo, ladies and gentlemen, with the chase of the day. Wow. Mark Bernardo. That's right, defending champion moves on. Who is he going to face in the next race in the top 8? It's either going to be Luca Liu or Odell Sisson. Luca, I'm not sure if he's able to come out. Maybe he is. I think he's using the drift mob. Safiro. Luca in the drift mob Safiro, I believe. That red car right there. Odell Sisson. Probably going to be using the 350Z. Let's see what that actually looks like when they turn up to the line. And we're going to get ready. Daniel Miranda and Chester Yao for the next matchup. And after that, we need Bella Cayente and Budi Dabasol. I'm absolutely killing Bella's name, by the way. Cayente. Cars at the start line. Please move back. Thank you. Thank you very much. We don't want you to get run over. Our drivers like to do burnouts there, and it'll be something like one of those American meets, a takeover, and you might get knocked back if you don't step back. You've seen those on Instagram. We don't want to see a new one on the live stream. Odell Sisson in the 350Z, borrowing JC's 350Z. He's going to be in chase position, and he is going to be chasing Luca Liu in the drift mob A31. Judges are ready. Track is clear. Who is it gonna be? Luca Liu or Odell Sisson? Luca in lead position. That is right. Time to start getting ready for Daniel Miranda and Chester Yao. You are next up. We need you up at the line. And also Bella Cañete and Budi Dabasol. It's your turn next. Judges are good to go. Track is clear. Here comes Luca Liu and Odell Sisson. Odell staying super close, straight out of the line. Trying to keep that distance down, but Luca handbraking through our deep second corner. Odell doing his best to stay close. It looks like he's grabbed a bit of, he grabbed a cone. Very close over the end there, but Odell stealing a cone on the way along our track. Smoke filling the arena here at the Philippines Arena in Manila. Odell Sisson in the lead in the 350Z. Zupra, it says. Smoke coming into HQ booth. Luca Liu in chase, staying nice and tight to the back end. Odell with more angle in lead, but overdoes it. Minor contact, a bit of a bounce from Luca. Odell overcooked it in corner 2. His bumper dragging, but that is Luca Liu moving forward. Into the top 8, and he is going to be fighting against Mark Bernardo. And now we see Daniel Miranda. Chester Yao, you're needed. Daniel Miranda warming up his tires. This event, the Philippine Drift Series Round number 2, brought to you by Tomato Garage, Vital One Purified Drinking Water, JDM As Photography, Sim2 Sim Magic, No Flat at Toy Customs, Aguila Autoglass, RJ Social, our official mobility partner, Chevrolet. Go check out their booth, get a test ride in. Official hotel and accommodation partner is Go Hotels. Chester is up at the line, and he is going to be chasing Daniel Miranda. Team Cebuana Hilia. What is it again? Hila. Cebuana Hilia. Cebuana Hilia. Daniel Miranda versus Chester Yao in the S14. Daniel with one of the fastest cars on track here, but Chester doing his best to jump back in proximity. Daniel left foot braking, keeping the angle of the dangle just nice and controlling his speed. Good switch, moves to the outside, fills out our third and final outer zone. Gonna check out a replay. Daniel in the white S15, launching out of the gate, back end sagging down, but look at that, Chester doing his best to get close by. Left foot braking there by Daniel, keeps control, but takes a mid-line on that switch between second to third corner, but manages to hit that outer zone. And now car 08, Chester in the lead. Tambay S14, Daniel Miranda right there on his tail as they go around our big opening corner. All big contact there. A bit crunchy that was. The front end of Chester's car damaged. Daniel will move forward. We're going to need to tow off Chester. This is the previous instant replay of the last run, and now this is the current one. Let's see what happened there. But Chester definitely with the problems. Let's see where Daniel's car is damaged. Our judge, Mervyn Nakamura, says right rear wheel. Let's have a look. Oh! It was... Yes. Too much going on there. Chester did essentially spin. And Daniel getting some damage. Don't overcrowd the vehicle as the ambulance turns up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the live stream, we're going to take a very short break as we get the car off the track and ready, and we'll be back for Bella Cayente and Booty Dabasol.
Guys, nandito tayo sa no flat natin. Siyempre, yung kaibigan natin si Big Boy. Kakabitan natin ang G-Wagon niya kasi marami nagtatanong pang EV lang ba to? Ang sagot, hindi. Kahit ikaw ay naka-supercar, kakabitan natin ng no flat. Biggs, bakit mo gusto pakabitan yung G-Wagon mo na no flat?
Alam mo sa totoo lang, pinakatakot ako sa lahat. Maplat. Eksakto. Talagang nandyan ang no flat, tinayo mo. Sabi ko, nako, si Atoy pa nagtayo, barkada. So, sabi ko ka sa'yo, kailangan mauna ako, ha?
everyone. Oh, a place for everyone.
Guys, nandito tayo sa no flat natin. Siyempre, yung kaibigan natin si Big Boy. Kakabitan natin ang G-Wagon niya kasi marami nagtatanong pang EV lang ba to? Ang sagot, hindi. Kahit ikaw ay naka-supercar, kakabitan natin ng no flat. Biggs, bakit mo gusto pakabitan yung G-Wagon mo na no flat?
Alam mo, sa totoo lang, pinakatakot ako sa lahat. Maplat. Eksakto. Talagang nandyan ang no flat, tinayo mo. Sabi ko, nako, si Atoy pa nagtayo, barkada. So, sabi ko ka sa'yo, kailangan mauna ako, ha?
Car number 29, Bella Cañete, and car number 5, Budi Dabasol, up at the line right now in the pro class brackets here, the Philippine Drift Series in Manila, Philippine Arena. We've got a huge audience in attendance here this afternoon, this evening, as the temperature starts to cool down. They've all arrived just in time for some pro class drift action. We just had a little bit of a tussle between Daniel Miranda and Chester Yao. Chester having the back end of his car, well, front end of his car rather, smacked by the back end of Daniel's. So now Daniel will be busy fixing that in order to get it ready to battle it out with the winner of our next matchup between Budi Dabasol and Bella Cañete. Bella in the lead right now in the pink Nissan Safiro right-hand side lane. Budi Dabasol to chase that booty. Let's see what he's able to do. Yes. Tomato Garage. Vital One Purified Drinking Water. JDM as photography. Sim2 Magic. No Flat. A Toy Customs. Aguila Auto. Glass. RJ's Socials. Our official mobility partner, Chevrolet. Do check them out. Check out the booth. Check out their EV. Check out the Tahoe. That big car. It's got some air suspension as well. Likes to air out. Okay, it only drops a couple of inches, but still pretty cool. Right now on the live stream, we have our starting line with the Philippine Drift Series, brought to you by R102 Productions. Bella Cañete, Supernova, the pink A31 Safiro, and she is going to be hounded down by Budi Dabasol. Budi with the black car, silver livery, very cool, very retro, very 90s. He's going to be shining away as the sunlight hits. And right now, the last thing we're doing is clearing up the track. We put a bunch of fire extinguishant down to mop up the engine oil, the petrol, anything that might have come out of Chester Yao's S14. Our marshals just about look like they're done. Davide Dorigo, Mervyn Nakamura, Tony Arakaki, our judges for today. Illest with the sponsorship. Davide Dorigo having a check. He's like, oh, what can I use for golf? All right, anyone behind our barricade by the Illest banner, if you see the black banner that says Illest, you got to move away because you're in the line of sight for our drivers if they decide to go drift missile, if they're going to take you out. That's right now we're clearing out the area where our drivers could potentially fly into if they decide to go drift missile or a car has a mechanical. So right now we're just clearing that out. Right now, this event brought to you by Tomato Garage, Vital One Purified Drinking Water, JDM as Photography, Sim2 Sim Magic, No Flat, a Toy Customs, Aguila, Autoglass, RJ Social, our official mobility partner, Chevrolet, official hotel accommodation partner, Go Hotels, Manila, Airport Road, Amita, Manila, and North Odessa, Quezon City, of course, Eco, Energy, KYB, Evo, Platinum Ultimate Racing Performance, Team Guarantee, SATA, Sights and Sights. And right now, we're still moving over to our race director to tell everybody to step back. Few matches as we start to move into our top 8. Illest with some very cool apparel, some nice t-shirts. For our winners, are you one of the winners of our... Yeah, always a winner. Always a winner. Through with the goods. Oh, Davide Dorigo, he wins so many times that his house is full of trophies, unable to fit any more in. So Davide Dorigo deciding to, instead of grabbing a trophy to fit in with his 1,001 other trophies, he's just going to grab a t-shirt. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing today. A t-shirt from Illest. They're all here. You want to grab a t-shirt? They're just there, but you got to win something. But Davide is always winning, so he's pre-grabbed. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're almost ready to roll. Pro class, top 16. Bella Canete and Budi Dabasol to chase. Let's get back to the action, ladies and gentlemen, here in Manila, Philippine Arena for the Philippine Drift Series Round number 2, brought to you by R102. Mervin Nakamura. Ready to roll. Our judge all the way from Malaysia, Davide Dorigo, the Rainmaker all the way from Bangkok. Tony Arakaki coming all the way from Japan. Here they go. Bella Cañete in the lead. Budi Dabasol in chase position in the FC. Budi getting left in the dust, but clawing back proximity around our big number 1 corner. Second corner, they go around. Bella Cañete doing a great job of holding the line, but Budi with good proximity all the way through. That's right, make some noise for Bella and Budi as they now switch up positions. Budi to take the lead, Bella to chase. Bella putting on a great show, I must say. She's really progressed in her ability. I've done a couple of events in the Philippines, and now this is where I get to see her putting on a great show. Budi Dabasol in the lead in that black FC. Bella staying closer at the beginning around our first corner. Budi with a nice outside line, clipping that second outer zone. Inside switch. Bella right there with him. But Booty pulling away around and over that finish line. Great job there. Booty grabbing the win there. Bella with a great run though. Makes some noise for Bella Kayete. But Booty Dabasol moves forward. Booty will be moving forward to battle it out with Daniel Miranda. Let's hope that Daniel is able to get his car up and running again. Dane Cruz indeed, and Isaac Ray's our first battle in the top 16. Right hand side bracket. And after that, indeed, Jay Lazaga, Arian Sison. Following that, John Boban, Richard Cheng. And after that, it is going to be JCD and Lloyd Rivera. But I think JC, has gone all the way forward into the top 8. So he'll be fighting against Richard, I believe, straight away in the top 8. So right now, just Jay Lazaga, Ariane Sison, and first of all, before that, Dane Cruz and Isaac Reyes. Isaac Reyes in lead position, that very beautiful S15 white wheels. Very much in fashion, white wheels. I might do white wheels in my car. I'm thinking about that. But I also want to create a wheel polishing machine. I'm gonna get a wheel polishing machine on the go, and I'm gonna polish wheels with my tongue, because I love that kind of thing. Right now, pulling up to the line, Dane Cruz. Looks like he's in a drag car. Looks like he's fresh out of Thailand, but it is not. It is a drift car. So there's two Sylvia S15s going head-to-head in this matchup. Isaac Reyes taking the lead, ranked number 2 overall versus Dane Cruz, ranked 15th. Dane to chase, Isaac to lead. Monster Energy, thank you very much for keeping me going as we get deep into this evening's drifting right here at the Philippine Drift Series. That could be my 4th monster. Oh dear. Here comes Isaac Reyes. Dane Cruz to chase, but he lurches forward. Couldn't see because of the colour of his wheel if he understeered through there, but Isaac taking that midline goes through the fire extinguishers. Smokes up the track, but let's see what our judges saw with Dane.
Wow, that is a battle, ladies and gentlemen. Again, on the line is the most electrifying drifter in the Philippines. Dane Cruz versus Superman.
And it looks like Isaac Reyes is back again. Thought he was going to get checked out, maybe call 5 minutes. Judges already, track is green. Dane to lead the way. Isaac to chase in the purple S15, white S15 with Dane in the lead. Isaac breaks drift in our first corner, opening up there. Dane with a nice outer line as they now head over the line. So big problems early on there for Isaac. So both drivers making mistakes, hitting the 0. So it is going to be a one more time battle between Isaac Reyes and Dane Cruz. And I think they're going to jump straight into it because it is such a short track that they didn't get the chance to burn through all their tires. So back up to the beginning they go. Isaac Ray's in the lead, right-hand side lane, initiating that purple S15. Dane keeping up to the back end of his car. Great angle, but a bit too much angle. Isaac Ray's always on the limiter of his angle kit, but manages to switch transition, gets through our third and final outer zone. Dane getting lost in the smoke there, losing proximity right at the end. In the line of the camera. But here we go. Dane Cruz, ranked 15th, takes to the line in lead position. Isaac Ray's second rank, aka Superman, to chase. Let's see what happens. Who's going to make a mistake in the background? We can see Ariane Sisson warming up her tires. All right, here they come. Dane Cruz leading the way. Isaac not letting him get away down that lead straight. Isaac opens up a lot of angle early. Dane with a great line all the way through the outside. Isaac not letting him get away at all. We're getting lost in the smoke here. Out of the back end of the smoke, Isaac is all over Dane's back end. Oh my goodness, Isaac Ray's. That was a chase. Oh wow, that was tight. And our winner moving forward is Isaac Ray's. Great work there, moving into the top 8, Isaac Ray's. Another chance to put on a great show later for Isaac, and he's going to be battling it out with either Jay Lazaga or Ariane Sisson in our top 8. Jay Lazaga in the R32, silver and black on the left-hand side of your screen. Ariane Sisson in the Safiro, chasing. Oh, she dives in super fast, controls it, but no, understeers as she tries to slow herself down. She might overcook it here, keeps it together. She might have already zeroed at this point, however. Jay Lazaga with a great lead run there. We've got to get our Illis banners a little bit further across. Because they're in front of our HQ. Davide, I thought you were going to ask for more merch. You're going to ask for more merchandise and they can put the flags up, right? No? Just ask for the flag. Okay. Judges are ready. Everyone here in attendance at the Philippine Arena is ready. Ariane Sisson to lead the way. Team Autocraft Drift. Jay Lazaga to chase. But chase he does as Ariane stays in front. Jay Lazaga shallowing out the angle on the drift. But it's not enough. Ariane runs away with this lead run. Jay Lazaga catches back proximity only over the line. Did he do enough? Did she do enough? No, she did not do enough. Jay Lazaga moves forward to battle it out with Isaac Ray's in the top 8. Jay Lazaga, beautiful looking R32 GTR kit. That's right, the next battle in our top 16. John Boban, Drift Mob versus Richard Chang, also Drift Mob, into team battle. Richard in the 240SX up at the start line. Philippines Drift Series and John Boban bringing out the V8 E36.
I didn't see him at all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, from Drift Mob. Representing the
But we
state
one
family.
time maybe, but we didn't. Nope, we didn't pay attention.
Right now,
Here comes John Boban, right-hand side, the red BMW, and he is being chased down by his teammate, Richard Cheng. But John Boban pulling away. Inside line there by Richard Cheng, doing his best, but going off the track. John Boban, a clear winner here as he nudges the cone over the line. Yes, he did qualify in that V8. I remember seeing it as well. It was such a long time ago. We have been here since 5 a.m. Have you been here since 5 a.m.? I think so. You haven't. You were here since 5. 5. You. When did you turn up? What time did you turn up? Yeah. 3 p.m. 3 a.m. Okay. Anyway, here comes Richard Cheng in the lead. John Boban in chase. John clawing proximity back with that torquey V8, not letting Richard go anywhere. Beautiful inside line, times it nicely, gets back to the side. Oh, Richard mowing down those cones, but great job and great control shown by John Boban. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a great run. I think I know who might have won that. We have not seen him all day, but then John Boban comes back out with the V8. That's... I think he wanted to say John Boban, and that's right, John Boban moves forward. John Boban moves forward to battle out with JC in our top 8. Now, speaking about top 8, we move forward to our left-hand side of the bracket. Mark Bernardo and Luca Liu. This is a Byron from JCD, first of all, before we get to our next pairing of Mark Bernardo and Luca. JCD having to do a Byron. What that means, he needs to show that his car works and work. It does. Nice bit of angle. Trumpets being blown. Rocket Bunny 350Z. Looks like it's running 17s. Mark and Luca. Mark Bernardo, I can see him getting ready to roll. And Luca Liu in the red Drift Mob Safiro. Mark Boban in the lead. Luca Liu to chase. Safiro versus Safiro. What did I say? Mark Boban. I'd never say Mark Boban. I clearly said Mark Bernardo. I would never have done that by mistake. Mark Bernardo versus Luca Liu. Here comes Mark in the lead. Safiro versus Safiro. Luca jumps on the back door of Mark as Mark goes off the track with his rear end. But look at this, the proximity, very, very nice from Luca. Luca dips onto the inside and keeps right there on the back end of Mark's car. But Mark doing a great job of that lead run, apart from dropping a couple of wheels around our elongated first corner. Is a long first corner. Lost a couple of points there, but all good.
Right now,
Next up, we're going to see the second half of this run, Luca Liu and Mark Bernardo. Luca in the lead, Red Safiro, Drift Mob versus Solin. Oh, almost contact. Luca on the handbrake around our second corner. Mark Bernardo with the proximity, just swishes around, jumps onto the front, keeps it in drift. Mark Bernardo, oh my goodness, doing what Mark Bernardo does. Oh. That's right, that was a dogfight. Mark Bernardo super tight with it every time, and that is why he's our winner, defending champion. All right. Correct. Next up, Daniel Miranda. I hope he's been able to fix his car after that impact with Chester Yao. But we can see Isaac Ray's warming up his tires for his upcoming battle between himself and Jay Lazaga. Just wasting some tires there in the burnout box. It's not your time though, Isaac. It's not your time to race. Got to stick that in R, and that's reverse, not race, and back it up. That is right. Daniel Miranda. Booty Dabasol. Is Daniel's car fixed? We don't know. It's like a three-way conversation with myself in my head here. So many voices going on, and my own internal voice at the same time. Don't worry, none of you will understand. It's just me talking to myself, right? Right? Yes. I can see Daniel's car in the background. It's time to go, go, go. We got to get this done. We're so close to the climax of the Philippine Drift Series Round number 2 here at the Philippine Arena. Brought to you by R102 Productions and Tomato Garage. Vital One Purified Drinking Water, JDM as Photography, Sim2, Sim Magic, No Flat, Toy Customs, Aguila Auto Glass, RJ Social Okinawa, Official Mobility Partner, Chevrolet, and our official hotel and accommodation partner, Go Hotels, Manila Airport Road, Amita, Manila, North Odessa, Quezon City. And I killed that, but it's okay, don't worry. Daniel Miranda up at the line, Booty Dabasol to join him in chase position. That's right, here we go. Daniel Miranda in the lead. Opens up angle early. Booty Dabasol right there on that Booty. Daniel picking up a cone. Booty right there with him. Only an inch between the two cars as Booty dives back in around that third and final corner. And out of zones, all clipped by Daniel. Booty spins after the line. So that's okay. JCP not joking when he said get your phone out and start recording. Daniel darting ahead, left foot braking, Booty right there with him, gliding around the track. Miranda picks up a cone. They go through the coolant. And great job. Booty spinning after the line. Action, action, action. Booty Dabasol take the lead. He's going to be shaking that Booty in front of Daniel Miranda. Sibuen. Booty initiates, Daniel right there on the back end, staying nice and close, tucked in. Booty right there, Daniel almost at the front of the car. How are they going to react here? Still angle, big switch flick, loses proximity. Booty with his hand out of the window. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Right now, checking out that instant replay. We got Booty Dabasol out in front. Daniel real close here, but switches a bit too close. Flicks over on the angle. He stays in drift the whole time, but Booty with a much smoother lead run. It looks like we have a winner. That is right, Booty Dabasol clinches the win and moves forward to battle it out with Mark Bernardo in the semis. Jay Lazaga warming up that R32. Isaac Reyes already having warmed up his tires just one match before. Takes a good 10 minutes for the tires to cool down. Jay in chase position. Rank number 7. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. Isaac Reyes in the lead, opens up a good bit of angle. Jay Lazaga sticking right there with him, very shallow on the angle. Staying on the inside line, Isaac on the limiter of his angle kit as per usual. That's his modus operatus. Plenty of smoke, great chase, although shallow from Jay. That's right, round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. How's your mic dropping off? JCP. Jay Lazaga now taking up lead position in the R32 black and silver livery, being chased by Isaac Reyes in the purple S15 or S14.5. Up on that rear wheel to wheel goes Isaac. That is a tighter chase. Super close. Let's see what he's got in this flick. Perfect flick there, and out of the smoke they come. Isaac Reyes right there with him on the left-hand side of the vehicle. What a great job. What a chase run. Isaac Reyes with a fantastic chase run there. Jay Lazaga, good lead, but very clear to me that the chase from Isaac Reyes a lot tighter. And yes, definitely running away with the win there. Isaac Reyes moves forward into our semi-final, and he gets to fight it out with either John Boban or JCD. Only person I've seen that's been close to Isaac Reyes' chase, Booty Dabasol, and John Boban. All right, now JCD up. I need some more Monster. I need my 7th Monster of the day. I already had my 6th. 7. Mark Boban. John Boban, my bad. I'm getting them all. I'd never get it wrong. Never. John Boban. John in chase. JC to chase. Excuse me. John in the lead. John tearing away with that V8 power. That one JZ. No, the V key rather. Getting left in the dust. 2 extra cylinders. Look at that. John Boban with that V8 power. Going shallow as seen by our judges, but more than enough to pull away and leave JC in the dust. But now we're going to see the reversal of that. JCD, Autocraft Drift Team, Drift Mob, John Boban to chase. Whoever comes out the victor will be battling it out with Isaac Reyes in the semis. Judges are ready. Track is green, although very, very smoky. Here comes JCD in the 350Z. V6 versus V8. John Boban sticking to the back end. Oh, jumping in. Taking the inside line. Taking it very shallow, keeping that momentum. Just switches in time. Now jumps back in with the certainty that all he's going to do is go over the line. Ladies and gentlemen, John Boban, in my eyes, is going to be moving forward. It is indeed, ladies and gentlemen, John Boban moves forward, battling it out against Isaac Reyes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the semi-finals. Mark Bernardo, Booty Dabasol. Mark doing a burnout just behind our Philippine Drift Series starting banner here at the Philippine Arena. Brought to you by Tomato Garage, Vital One Purified Drinking Water, JDM as Photography, Sim2, Sim Magic, No Flats, Atoy Customs, Aguila, Autoglass, RJ Socials, our official mobility partner, Chevrolet, official hotel accommodation partner, Go Hotels. Mark Bernardo in the lead. Booty Dabasol to chase. Booty right there on the back, not letting Mark get out of his sight. Mark with a lot more angle. Booty on the inside flicks it open for more angle. Mark with a big switch trying to shake Booty off, but Booty's back there again on that inside line, trying to claw to the front end of Mark's car. That was some tight drift action right here at the Philippine Drift Series, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is close competition and it's only going to get closer. Booty Dabasol in the lead. Let's watch what he's able to do against Mark Bernardo. Left-hand side of our screen right now is the FC Mazda versus the Nissan Safiro A31 of Mark Bernardo on the right. 2 black cars, green wheels. Booty Dabasol in the lead. Mark Bernardo not letting get anywhere away, almost touching that front bumper on the door of Booty. Let's see what his switch transition looks like. Very fast flick, and Mark back again as Booty touches those cones. Mark with the proximity, not a hair's breadth between the cars. Tight as a tiger. Very clear Mark Bernardo there. I mean, that was great action, but Mark, my goodness. Trading paint, not even stickers. Mark Bernardo with that special magic paint color, and it's paying off today. Mark Bernardo, ladies and gentlemen, moves into the final. Who is he gonna face? Isaac, Rays, or John? That's right, Drift Mob, John Boban. Ladies and gentlemen, we're switching these two drivers up here at the Philippine Drift Series. We are approaching the end of our matchup, brought to you by Tomato Garage, Vital One Purified Drinking Water, JDM's Photography, Sim 2, Sim Magic, No Flat, Atoy Customs, Aguila Auto Glass, RJ Social, official mobility partner Chevrolet, official hotel and accommodation partner Go Hotels, ladies and gentlemen. Isaac Rays in lead position in the purple S15, 14.5, and John Boban with that V8 BMW in the red in chase, but Boban fluffs it, unbelievable, gets too close to the fire. Isaac Rays just has to complete this lap, taking that beautiful outside line, switching it up, just getting out to those cones. Great work there from Isaac. He's got to keep it together now. Let's see the replay and find out if there was any hanky-panky going on. Nothing wrong, I think just overcooked it a bit, right? Anyway, we're checking out the replay. Great moves, overcooks it, gets on the brakes. Spins it, unfortunately. Isaac continues to be smooth and consistent, taking that outside line all the way around our first to second corners, hitting those clips, filling them out in their entirety. Now we got to switch up. Run 2, second half. John Boban in the lead, V8 E46 BMW. Isaac Rays, S14.5, here they come. Handbraking into that first corner, jumps on the handbrake twice. Does John. Isaac staying at a safe distance. He doesn't need to get too close. All he has to do is complete this in good fashion, and he does. He's not taking any risks, ladies and gentlemen. Isaac Rays.
Drivers, that is our semi-final round. We judges will now move on to our main event of final round.
That's right. It is our final of the Philippines Drift Series Round number 2 Pro Bracket. We have Mark Bernardo, CRD versus Isaac Rays, the Wheelman Raceworks. I don't think this is the first time we've seen these two guys rolling out together here in the Philippines. Both incredibly accomplished drivers. Very much looking forward to seeing this final. This is going to be, I would say, explosive. I hope not, but very exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, our drivers going to have the opportunity to check their cars out. I think Mark's already had their opportunity to switch up wheels. But Isaac now is going to be checking out the car. That's right, Mark Bernardo, CRD versus Isaac Rays, the Wheelman Raceworks. Eco Energy KYB Evo Performance Helmet Platinum, Ultimate Racing Performance, Team Graffiti, Suicide Squad, SATA, Made to Challenge, Sights and Sights, brought to you by R102 Productions. This is the final of the Philippine Drift Series. Round number 2. All right, we're just going to have to check our live stream right now. Stream might have dropped, so we got to get that up and running before we move on with the action. Things were going so smoothly, but of course, it was going to trip up at some point. So, live stream, what is the verdict? No, I believe it's dropped off a cliff. It's back up. Okay, great stuff there from Mad Films. Keeping it all together. Temperature dropping down quite a bit here at Manila Arena. Sorry, Philippine Arena, Manila. That's right, the final. That's right now, Mark Bernardo, CRD versus Isaac Reyes, the Wheelman Raceworks, about to do battle in our final for the Philippine Drift Series round number 2. So here they come, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Bernardo to lead the way in the Nissan Safiro, and switching up behind him, Isaac Reyes on that left foot braking, staying nice and tight. Look at the consistency between these two drivers as they both head around the outside of the track, but Isaac Reyes' door opens up, causes him problems. Mark Bernardo continues to complete his lap. Isaac Reyes, the door slides open. Maybe that's not the only issue. Maybe it is. His team's going to have to seal that up with some tape. Right now we're going to have to see the switch up. I don't know what's going to happen in between there. Marshall's going to keep that door shut. Or is the door able to shut by itself? Oh, this is one half of the matchup done in our finals. We almost have a winner for the second round of the Philippine Drift Series here in 2026, right here at the Philippine Arena in Manila. Let us see what happens. The sun is falling just as the end of the day is arriving here in the Philippines. We're checking out with our big COC on track, Jack, to find out exactly what happened and if it's avoidable moving forward into the second half of this bout. All right. Philippine Arena, Philippine Drift Series, brought to you by Tomato Garage, Vital One Purified Drinking Water, JDM as Photography, Sim2, Sim Magic, No Flat, Toy Customs, Aguila, Autoglass, RJ Social, official mobility partner, of course, Chevrolet Philippines, official hotel and accommodation partner, Go Hotels, Manila Airport Road, Amita, Manila, North Odessa, Quezon City, Eco Energy, KYB, Evo Performance Helmets, Platinum, Ultimate Racing Performance, Team Graffiti, SATA, and Sight and Sight. We're checking out right now to see exactly what is happening in this final matchup. Is Isaac Reyes able to race? All right, still no word yet, but I think Isaac is out of the car. That's not a good sign for Isaac. Maybe it means we need a buy run. And there we go, Marcus Boban doing a rolling burnout. I think we got an answer. Isaac Reyes will likely not be continuing. So Mark Bernardo with that rolling burnout. Mark Bernardo smoking up our track here in Manila at Philippine Arena. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Out of the car he comes.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, your 2025 defending champion, Mark Bernardo.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Mark, you can stay there. Mark, no need to move. Just hang in there. And try not to cry those tears of joy. Oh, it's just the smoke getting in your eyes. Well, you made that smoke yourself. I know, but you did that to yourself, didn't you? Of course. Well, there you go. That's what competition does to you. Mark with that magic paint Saphiro. Yes. Yanis and Saphiro. I agree. Saphiro's a pretty good car. It's made it this far. I do think. Go ahead.